All right, Ziada, Uganda, you want to say something quickly?
I can just say something quickly. I may not
Yes.
have a detailed pitch like the majority of the presenters had, but just basically about Uganda, we have seen a drastic improvement in the manufacturing, local manufacturing here. Back in the day, we had about 2 to 3 companies on the market. That's just about 10 to 15 years ago. But now we have about 13 to 15 companies on the market. And this has been mainly boosted by interventions of the government, where they have put up the pharmaceutical economic zones that are allowing accessibility to land, as well as discounted utilities, water, electricity, waste management, transport infrastructure for the local manufacturers. And also in addition to that, we have seen initiatives such as the Buy Uganda, Build Uganda. Here it's locally known as the BUBU initiative, and also the import substitution policies that have been strengthened, especially now during the COVID pandemic, to allow for public procurement purchase of local commodities, locally manufactured commodities. So with respect to pharmaceuticals, we have approximately 37 products that were identified by the government where we have local capacity to manufacture. But the opportunity more now lies that we are seeing more urgent need in the need to supply equally affordable drugs for non-communicable diseases, which are also being added on this category of products that are being demarcated by the government, but we don't have much manufacturers in that space as yet. With the biggest challenges being the lack of technology transfer and also the high levels of capital investment that are required. But the market is equally big because our population is about 45 million people. And our market is estimated at about $270 million, of which 80% are imports and only 20% is made through local manufacturing. However, the main challenge remains that there is still lack of support of the local market, especially when we come to see that the biggest expenditure of our annual healthcare expenditure is provided for by donors. And most of these people strictly are purchasing from FDA approved manufacturers. So that's where there is the need to see how we can go about with regulatory harmonization to see that also local products can be able to subscribe to some of these opportunities, and we can have more business here on the local market. So the main challenges being that Uganda is a landlocked country, movement of goods can be challenging. You have to really make sure you have a robust partner that is doing your clearing and forwarding, because your goods could get stuck frontline for a number of days, and also going to more costs of warehousing costs by the taxation authorities. And also definitely lack of funding, which everyone has talked about. Our local banking institutions here are not well versed with the sector, so there is little interest in putting aside money for the pharmaceutical sector. And also, we have also seen an upgrade in the capacity of our National Drug Authority that is also now looking into quality control of biologicals and vaccines. So that's also a very great opportunity. I guess that's what I can briefly talk about Uganda.
Well, thank you very much. This issue of financing, I have my students here. They should become bankers. We want pharmacists to become bankers too, so that because they understand the industry. If engineers become bankers and CEOs, why aren't and CEOs of banking companies, why aren't pharmacists going in there? But thank you very much.